So I got a call the other day from a gentleman who needs a part powder coated. He saw us on the website and he reached out, said, hey, I got this part, I need it this color, and I have the powder and it's sandblasted already. Can you do it for me? So I said, absolutely, we can do it for you. We have the powder here, and we have the part. Now this is aluminum, so we are going to have to just quickly scuff up the surface and knock off the oxidation layer. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put it in the oven and start preheating it. We're gonna get it gassed out because it's aluminum, it's a porous material. If you don't gas it out, you have gases and oils and residues that are still in the metal, and you risk that they will come back through the surface and contaminate your powder. So what we do is we knock off the oxidation layer, because aluminum oxidizes instantly almost. Put it in the oven, you heat it up to about 20 degrees over the baking temperature, and then when you pull it out, we're gonna let it cool down to a cool 200 degrees or so, and then you powder coat it. And what that does is it no longer requires a static charge to hold the powder on, but rather it instantly bonds the powder to the surface. So that is good for all of these little holes that are in here, because otherwise we would risk the Faraday effect stopping powder from getting in all those holes. But if it's warmed up, the powder will touch it and instantaneously adhere. Now I told him a pound is what I think we're gonna need. He said that's what he has. So we got a pound right here. I think it'll be enough. I'll just have to be very careful with it. Okay, so first step is going to be getting all of the oxide, just kind of sand it off real quick, just with some light scrubbing, it'll come off. And then wiping it all down with acetone, just to clean off oils from our hands, and then get it in the oven and get it preheating. Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Ow, dang it, I'm trying to hook this part up so I can coat it, and dropping it and slipping and more. All right. All right, so when this timer goes off, then we can pull the part out and we can get it all coated. So we acetone wiped it, we cleaned off the oxidation, and now we're preheating it. Once it comes out, we just let it cool down, like I said, to about a cool 150 to 200 degrees is what's recommended. And then we can apply our powder and put it back in and let it bake. So we should be good here soon. We got 10 minutes to wait. All right, it's done. Let's go ahead and pull it out, hang it, let it cool. Oh man, it's hot in there. All right, we just let that hang for a little bit now. Gotta let it cool down a bit. I'll be right back. All right, I got a digital thermometer. It's at temp, so we can go ahead and coat it. Gotta do a visual inspection, make sure I'm happy with our level of coverage. I think we're good. my generator's giving me issues lately, but assuming that all works, this thing should be good. I am praying that this all goes right on the first try. I'm hoping it looks good. I think it's going to. It looked like a really nice even coat. I'm just always nervous. New powder, new part, especially a one-off part where I don't have another part to test it on. If there's anything wrong with this one, I'm stripping the whole thing and redoing it. So, really hoping. Anyway, all right, we got 20 minutes once it gets up to temp, but it's going to take like an hour to get up to temp. It's going to take like 30 minutes to get up to temp, then 20. So we have about an hour total before that's even done. And then I'm not going to pull it out. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to open the oven, shut everything off, let it cool off sitting in the oven, and then take a look at it once it's done. And she is done. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off, open the door up, and take a look. It smells really weird. I've never smelled a powder like this. I think it looks good. I'm gonna go shut off the generator. And we are back for a final time, hopefully. I think it looks good. Does that mean anything though? I don't know. Of course I'm gonna think it looks good. I'm the one that painted it. I mean, I think it looks pretty sweet. Looks like I got really good coverage. I don't see any aluminum poking through. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's like a really coarse paint. So it's like on the other parts, what would look like you didn't paint it right, on this is what it looks right. Because it's a wrinkle finish. So it's like really coarse. Which on other powder, if it looks like that, you can just grab the powder, go, and it pops right off. But I mean, obviously this is what it's meant to do. I think we're good, guys. I think it's good. Just doing one-off parts, it always makes me nervous. It's the way I like to do it. You make a lot better margin off of one-offs, but this is why you make better margins, is because you have to stress over it, hoping that you did it all right. I think it looks great. I'm really happy with that, honestly. Looks super finished. All the little holes got coated incredibly well. I think it's great. I think we can call it a done deal. Well, I think we're going to call that good. So what we got to do to finish up is transfer all the powder that's left back into the bag, because I'm going to return that to him. I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to return that to him. We used way less than I expected, so that makes me really happy, and I'm sure he'll be happy about it too. And then just got to return it to him. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I don't know how well it's going to come through on camera, but like it's got this really coarse finish. I think it turned out really cool. I like that. Especially this side, which is sad because my favorite looking side is the bottom, I'm pretty sure. But I think it just looks cooler because you have a little bit more exposed surface than the rest. But I think it looks great. I think it looks good. Yeah, we used way less powder than I expected. See, my concern was it's a lot of surface area, so I didn't know that it had this porous finish on it, talking to him on the phone. And so I estimated, I was like, it'll probably take like a pound because there's a lot of surface area to cover. Well, apparently I was wrong to begin with, but also it has all the holes, so I don't know, is that more surface area or is it less surface area? I would think it's more, so I really estimated wrong. But I was also just like kind of spitballing. I told him, I was like, well, I'm just gonna guess it'll be around a pound. But like I said, I just kind of threw that number out, but I was really off, so that makes me happy. And again, I'm sure he'll be happy because now he can get this back and hopefully choose to use me again next time he has a part. Yeah, hopefully he chooses to use me again and I'll have this back in my possession to use again. That was really cool. Well, if you watched the video, to the gentleman that owns this, thank you for hiring me to do it. I really enjoyed it. Really cool finish. I think that was a good call on your part. And really fun to try new powders. I love trying kind of exotic powders. But no, this is a really cool project. Everybody else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was probably not a whole long video. I'm probably going to edit it down quite a bit, but I thought it would be kind of fun showing one of the one-off custom parts I get to do. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to posting again in a couple more weeks. Bye.